Hello. Okay, so what I thought I would do is I just finished my yoga workout and I'm about to start my meditation. And I thought it would be fun if I just went ahead and videoed and what I do and see if you want to try to hang with me. It's going to be about 10 minutes. In the background, you'll hear Cassandra, and you may not hear her clearly. I'll try to repeat anything she says, but it's mostly going to be about coming back to your breathing. So I just thought it'd be fun to videotape this as a practice for future videos that I want to make. And I know it's dark. I have the lights out. It's really just the TV's light. Hopefully that will be adequate. So basically what I've got here is I've got a thing that I lean against. You could use a chair. I'm sitting on the floor and I'm putting a softer mat on it because I'm a sissy. I cannot sit up straight for this long. But one of the things that, and I'm putting a couple yoga blocks there to help me keep my back straight. But one thing you'll notice with me is some of these people who do these things are real sticklers for posture. And I think if I'm basically sitting up with good posture most of the time, that's cool. But every now and then my back hurts and you'll see me like lean forward or do this side to side. It's not supposed to be a practice in self-torture, but it is supposed to be a practice in discipline and getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. So for me, it's a little bit of a blend. If I feel tortured, I try to ride it out. If it gets too bad, I just bend and, relieve my back a little bit. And so where I can, rest a second and come back into it. So, but you get better at everything as you go on and as you practice it more. So anyway, here we are in the proper seated position. I've got my water for hydration because the heat index is 107 in the garage here, the Sweat Lodge garage. And I've got a towel nearby. You may or may not need a towel if you are not in a 108 degree garage. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this forward a little and then I am going to turn Cassandra on. Now, when I sit here and do this, she has her hands out, like sort of palms out. I don't know if you can see that, but palms out, sort of resting on the knees. And that's where I mostly stay. I am a spirit, mind, body guy, and so I invite God into my practice. You do not have to do that, obviously. You can invite somebody else or nobody. Just to do what you want to do. But I invite God in, basically saying something like, God, I invite you into this practice, and I'll say that silently to myself or out loud. Doesn't matter. Nobody's here but me. And sometimes during the breathing, I will say on the inhale, God's spirit in, cares of the world out. On the exhale. On the inhale, I'll say peace and love in. I'll say stress and anxiety out on the exhale. So things like that. But mostly, I'm just trying to come back to the breathing and focus on the breathing. And when you get distracted by any thought that comes through your head, once you catch it, just say, okay, I noticed that. Come back to your breathing. Concentrate on the inhale and the exhale. And because the point of this whole meditation thing, especially breathing meditation, is not to not think. Oh, I see. Oh, sorry, I had a light problem suddenly. It's not to not have thoughts. It's to learn and teach yourself to not have to react to your thoughts. Okay, so that's what that is. I don't know what's going to happen when I hit play, but we'll find out. So that's about it. Yeah, I've mentioned everything I need to mention. So get yourself in a good posture, and we'll turn this on and kind of see how it goes. It's not going.
Wait until November.
Oh,
Going on now
it's a
at
commercial.
Ashley. Take advantage of low monthly payments with 0% interest through July
That's not good.
2028.
And there she is.
Bother the dogs.
Man.
Not your family.
Okay, well that's not doing well. Video will play after. Okay, apparently I have to watch an ad. Very sorry about that.
It wipes cleanly, plus is safe for use around people and pets. Zivo, people friendly, but deadly.
Maybe I'll edit this part out if I can. Screw this crap. Well, I will try to edit this out. If I don't, thanks for staying with me. Stupid garbage. Super annoying.
Up tall.
Okay, she is here. So now we'll go into just breathing.
And just like the tree lifts up and grows into the branches and stretches up tall, you want to feel the upper body lift and expand, bringing a quality of lightness and spaciousness to the chest and the heart. Merging both opposing forces and settling into stillness. Try to let go of the day you've had or anything else that might be bothering you right now. We are going to try to clear the mental fog in order to get focused and centered. Whenever you notice yourself getting distracted again, just lovingly bring your awareness back to your breath. Your breath is your anchor in this practice.
One thing I notice is I will start to slouch forward and my head will kind of crank back. When I notice that, I pull my head back forward to neutral, sort of a neutral position where it's hovering over my shoulders properly, and I kick my shoulders back again and get back to good posture. And then I return to my breathing. You may notice if you keep your eyes open that I breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. Different people do it different ways. It's up to you. That works for me. The main thing is come back to your breath anytime you get distracted. And focus on the inhale and the exhale.
Notice if you've started to daydream. Bring the awareness back.
I would add that I try to breathe rhythmically and deeply. I'll sometimes count in for a 4 or 5 count, hold it, then out for that same count to get a good rhythm. But after a while, you want to let the counting go and focus just on the inhale and exhale.
Every inhale, feel as if you're inviting stillness, clarity, and focus. Exhaling away distractions, tension, and stress, creating subtle shifts. Keeping the eyes closed, Let's put our right hand over our heart and the left hand over the top of the right. Tuck the chin in towards the chest and focus on breathing into the space of the heart. So right into the chest and upper back. One of my favorite things to do in a meditation practice is to dedicate it to someone else. So try to think of someone in your life that could use a little bit of clarity, a little bit of focus, or some of these good vibes that we've been cultivating in our meditation. And just imagine sending those to that person.
I send those intentions out to you, anyone who's watching.
Bringing the palms together at the front of the heart, we'll close with one breath together. Inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Slowly opening the eyes, bringing the thumbs to the third eye, bowing from the hips. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this short meditation practice. Please don't get discouraged if you found it difficult to stay focused and clear. It will come with time. Really honor and recognize those moments of stillness that you were able to cultivate, because they are true accomplishments. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day.
Okay, if anyone's still with me, that was about a 11-12 minute breathing meditation. Again, I apologize for the darkness. This is just where I like to stay. If I do, I plan to do future videos on breathing meditation and some other guided meditations, and they will be more visible than this, or better lit anyway, than the TV screen. But I wanted to say that this is not any sort of quick fix or overnight solution to all your problems, but I believe it's a huge component and can be extremely helpful in reducing anxiety and other, what we call negative emotions, and especially with anxiety and like racing thoughts and things like that, and especially with this crazy ass world that we live in, and how fast information flies at us. It can really stress people out, and I think this is a huge good practice for anybody, but especially people who are working on their mental health, their emotional health, their spiritual health, along with their physical health. So it's a great wellness component, and I'll leave it at that. If you stayed with me, way to go, you're awesome. If you didn't, I understand. It's longer than it needed to be, and it's hard to do 10 or 12 minutes on your first time. So I'll communicate later through my website and Facebook as to when I'm going to do videos, and have those on the resource page here or in the blog somewhere. Anyway, so that's it, and thank you, and y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.